me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And
like folks, Richard Moore, USAGSA. And this is a unfolding news story that's unfolding right now as I bring this press. But apparently, I believe this was yesterday evening, the Itawamba Agricultural High School in Fulton, Mississippi, the high school that services this part of Itawamba County. The football coach, make sure I got this right. One of the football coaches, James Vaughn Edwards, was arrested, and there's several more that the way I understand it, the way it's been reported to me, are in the process of being arrested as I speak. So this is keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that we've got a high school and a local police department and sheriff's department, respectively, that have received a great deal of money. I don't have those figures in front of me, but I do have those figures, by the way, of federal grant money for community-oriented policing. Imagine that. As I've contended and will continue to contend that the people involved in this community-oriented policing, their main job is deflection. Usually when they're accusing other people of doing things and what they want to stop and who they want to protect, they're simply deflecting and they're projecting what they're actually doing themselves. So you can continue to run with that narrative as they try to demonize the truth tellers like myself. Or perhaps you might want to look at the people that I've been exposing and will continue to expose. They say, well, don't you want the children safe? It's all about the children. I don't give two shits about the children. As long as the children keep their mouths shut. That's what they care about. And so now the school has threatened the children at the school that they'll get detention and be penalized if they're even caught talking about what I'm talking about right now. And folks, that is suppression of free speech 101. They don't want them, they only want them talking about what they want them to talk about, their narrative. And they better not ask any questions or color outside the lines. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just in the Itawamba Agricultural High School, but this is in our school systems nationwide from coast to coast. Hopefully this new administration, these things will be getting maybe hopefully turned back and dialed back. So what I'm seeing here is this is some of the issues that we have here, and you like I got it, and no more, no less. And so we're going to give you what, of course, Channel 9 and WTVA, the WTVA Channel 9, Tupelo, or the Itawamba County Times give me a break. I can't believe that anybody still reads that garbage. They're talking about a birdcage liner if there ever was one. So what we have here is a list, a laundry list of people that are under investigation here, have been accused. And I start with a Coach Knight. It's got Coach Knight as a history teacher and a softball coach, and he was caught with child pornography and sexual relations with a student. So that, of course, that'd be statutory rape. It should be in most high schools, but this is Itawamba County, and I don't know how many 20 and 30-year-olds they've got still going to high school, but you can't, all things have to be considered in that. This is Mississippi. Edwards, one I just talked about, that was arrested. That's the it says assistant principal, and he's a coach. Stealing pills from the nurse's office, and also might have known about a lot of this other things that are going on. So there's some other things that are going on. Obviously, he was the first one they arrested. And I imagine he's debriefing as we speak, already done all that. So you can rest assured the snitch card is being played heavily. It needs to be. Then we've got a Coach Perk, which is an ISS teacher, assistant football coach. And also got a high schooler pregnant. And that's two that's got they're knocking these kids up. Why in the hell aren't they already locked up? Anybody tell me that? What the fuck's really going on? Are we undermanned? I don't think so. I've exposed thousands. They get out here at parade with every cop car available in Itawamba County to screw with somebody that's not breaking the law, but the ones that are out there really breaking the law and not protecting but taking advantage of our children over the school, they're nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. That says a lot, especially about the chief of police of Fulton. We're going to save his spot in history for a little bit later on here in a few days and do this much delayed but forthcoming expose on what's really going on with that. And that's one of the reasons these other things continue to be allowed to take place. They're not flying under the radar. It's not as if they hadn't already been told. Several people have contacted them and told them nothing's been done, folks. This is not just news, not to law enforcement. It may be news to you, but not to law enforcement. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, children are still in harm's way and being abused, raped, molested, and taken advantage of, according to reports that I'm getting. That could all be hearsay. You be the judge of that. Like you can just make shit like this up. They also say this Coach Perk is there's been several complaints that the way he acts towards girls, and there's a lot of definitions there, but one that I've got here is they all say he gets real weird when he gets around them. I bet he does. Then there's a Dr. Gray. That's the principal that supposedly is under investigation by the state. How long does that take? Maybe not for doing good background checks, is what one person wrote in. I think it's probably a lot bigger than that, folks. I think it's bigger than background checks. And the feds should be involved in this. And that's where we come in, because we are going to push the envelope. Because when you've got misuse of federal grant money, that's a felony. And each entry that you make in there where you justify use of this money that's based off of a lie and conjecture is a felony. And I believe that law enforcement officials and other officials involved in this that have been taking federal grant money, it's community-oriented policing, and committing these felonies, that this should be investigated by the Department of Justice. And that's where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen. Then there's a Coach Hooks that says that, it's Hoots. Oh, God. Hooks or Hoots? Really? just on GP with a name like that. Why would you hire somebody like Hoots? That should disqualify them, really. That is, according to this, is instrumental in helping things being covered up. Wonder why. And then there's a nurse, Beth. And it said that she was helping Coach Edwards. God only knows what. And folks, let me tell you, this is not a Peyton place. This is a Pandora's box of corruption. You see, when you give these grant dollars, it's hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, and you start teaching these children how it's okay to target innocent Americans, and you teach them theater, and you teach them about all these things that you don't want me talking about, that I've been talking about. And here's the problem. People that are participating in this community-oriented policing have no moral compass. Their actions always speak louder than their words. Their talking points may sound good. We want the children safe. We want this and we want that, so forth and so on. Hundreds of millions, billions of dollars since 1994 have been spent on this program nationwide. This is just by tax dollars, not counting the billions that's been matched by private entities like Department of Homeland Security Fusion Centers, which is a private entity. Since the onset of that, prior to that, we didn't have this problem, but since the onset of that, what have we had? School shootings, mass shootings from coast to coast. High schoolers, people on campus being slaughtered and assassinated, just like Charlie Kirk 2 days ago. That blame should put squarely on the shoulders of these community-oriented policing clowns that will tell you one thing, but in reality, they hate God, the Bible, and the fabric of this country. And now you see what's unfolding in small town America, not just here in Mississippi, but from coast to coast. I think it's high time that we stand up and quit buying the lies and quit trying to assassinate the truth tellers and maybe lend ear to what's really going on. And that's the only reason I'm here. There you have it, folks. Until next time, God bless you.
Whispers in the shadows, cowards on the prowl. Think they got the power, strutting loud and proud. Every dirty trick they play, I've seen it all before. But they can't break me. I'm Richard Moore.